Welcome to Precision Reviews, where we do tests, unboxing, news and reviews. It has been 1 year now since I'm using the Pixel 5 as my daily driver. I had several phones, but came back always to this one. And it has been quickly my favorite. We are going to see why after 1 year after the official release. Let's refresh our memories with some key specs. A 6-inch 1080p AMOLED display with 90Hz refresh rate, a battery of 4800 mAh, Snapdragon 765G with 8GB of RAM, 128GB of UFS 2.1 storage, stereo speakers, IP68 certification, wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, among other things, of course. Now, if you are familiar with spec sheets, you look at the Pixel 5 and you are far from impressed. So why do people love the Pixel 5, me included? Well, it's because it got the basics right. Sure, it doesn't have 120Hz refresh rate screen, top-tier processor, 65W fast charging, or UFS 3.1. I mean, you look at something like the Realme GT I just reviewed recently. It's clearly faster and more powerful than the Pixel 5, and it costs hundreds less. But when it comes to user experience, the spec sheet isn't everything, and we know it. At least we should, from the Pixel 5 materials and clean software. Like the Pixel 1 back in the day, the Pixel 5 checks a lot of boxes, at least the ones that matters. And that's why I think there are still people using this device. Last year was a bridge year for Google. They had so many problems with battery life, quality control, web management, bugs and more. This is clearly not the perfect phone, but at least you can feel the improvements in those departments. Google didn't wow us with crazy gimmicky features. They kept things very simple. One simple model with one storage option and RAM, that's it. And one price, $700. Finally, after all those years, Google found something that worked. Doesn't cost an arm and a leg, have a nice looking design, totally free of large ugly notches and foreheads. All Pixel that were released before the Pixel 5 had their proper singularity. The Pixel 6 is no exception with this very unique design. Google is also coming back to flagship premium quality, flagship level specs and multiple sizes. I'm very curious to know your opinion about the Pixel 6, but I think this design is pretty cool. Even if I am a more flagship oriented person when I'm using a smartphone, I really enjoyed using the Pixel 5. Android 12 is a breath of fresh air for this device. It combines a very nice new UI experience with a more aesthetic cohesive approach, with a still very smooth, fast and pleasing to use experience. The Pixel 5 is still a very good phone. Did you expect nothing else? Since 1 year, I still love the camera performance. Even in 2021 standards, the picture quality is still among the best. Pictures taken with the Pixel 5 are sharp, vivid with natural colors and very pleasing to see. And same goes for videos. Performance is also great on the Pixel 5, besides some very rare hiccups during intensive photo sessions. I know that I can count on my Pixel 5 during travels because the battery life is very good. Not to forget wireless charging with this nice animation. A lot of people like to shoot at the Pixel 5 because of its specs, but what I have to say is that during 1 year the Pixel 5 has been very reliable. Yeah, it doesn't have the latest and greatest powerful processor, but from a day-to-day basis experience, does it ruin my personal experience? Well, from my point of view, I had the same smooth experience with the Pixel 5 and with my previous Realme GT I had for 2 months for testing. Thanks to one key feature Google is mastering year over year, optimization, and of course support. Every Pixel phones will have the latest and greatest before everyone else. But everything is not so fancy as it appears to be. Yes, you don't have best-in-class video quality, but it's still very good. And the fingerprint scanner is not so great for me. In my case, sometimes I have fingers, a little weight, and Google imprint just sucks. It isn't working in that case. speakers, yes, they are good, but they are not also best in class. I heard much better stereo speakers from other devices. So yeah, if you want to achieve this $700 price tag, you have still to cut some corners. But not even a year later, after the release of the Pixel 5, it took to other manufacturers to push the needles forward significantly. Price-performance ratio is so good in the mid-range department that it makes the Pixel 5 obsolete. This was also beneficial to Google, being able to take a step back and hit the reset button. And since the first Pixel, this is the first time they did it. Sometimes it's needed for sharper vision on what you're doing in the market. So do you think the Pixel 5 was the bridge Google needed to get back in the game with a big badass flagship, but it's the Pixel 6 maybe? If you want to know my opinion about it, please subscribe and stick around. I will receive my Pixel 6 very soon and will do the best review I can about it. This was Precision Reviews. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.